So I'm at BGP foyer, and today's the last day of the COM2 operation. So this is the new route map for A2 and D2. If you notice, there's no COM2 and D2 goes to COM3. They also have this poster to new route map for A2 and D2. Oh, if you notice, there's no COM2 and D2 goes to COM3. Sorry, I'm having a bit of technical difficulty right from now. If you notice, there's no COM2 and D2 goes to COM3. Sorry, I'm having a bit of technical difficulty right from now. The A2 should be arriving any moment now. Sorry, I'm having a bit of technical difficulty right now. The A2 should be arriving any moment now. Let me figure out what I can, if I can reply on. Okay, I seem to be unable to do so. As you can see, bus A2 is coming. It's coming soon. It's come from PGP foyer. I seem to be unable to do so. I think I left the YouTube app on, which is why my YouTube live stream is playing in the background if you're able to hear. I think I left the YouTube app on, which is why my YouTube live stream is playing in the background if you're able to hear. So I'm gonna board the A2 now. Gonna wait for other people to leave. Hello. Second last bus. Okay. Yeah, that's our bus driver, and we are taking the PD593U. Hello. Second last bus. Okay. Yeah, that's our bus driver. Is the sound okay? Just curious. If can let me know in the chat if it's a bit concerning. And has the sound improved?
Next stop, Technology Center for Offshore
Yay.
Energy.
So yeah, there seems to be more people attending my live stream, and I'm still reading the top chat to see what people think of it now. Now we're going to pass through T-Coms because there's no one at T-Coms at a Sunday night. Tomorrow there will be people working there, so the bus will stop there.
We are arriving Technology Center for Offshore Energy. Singapore.
Bye bye T-Coms. And I'm the only one in the bus except the bus driver. So if that was D2, D2 will already make a right turn and enter the COM3 building through car park 11. But today is not the diversion yet, so you still continue straight. Oh yeah, it really is nice to ride a bus at night, or perhaps ride something like 975, which doesn't really stop in from Kranji onwards.
Opposite Memorial Library.
Well, because there's not much demand from Kranji Road, and anyway the farms there are going to get demolished. From the last time been there, which is yesterday, I've seen most of the farms are gone already. So that's kind of a bit sad.
Next stop, opposite NUSS.
That's more housing. Not so sure what it is. Seems like a tennis court for a hall. Oh, someone in the chat said that they took a Hong Kong bus in 2020. Yeah. One of my viewers from Malaysia, and in Malaysia, the public transport there seems to be pretty bad. Which is why most people in Malaysia drive. Also, the petrol there is very cheap. We're going to pass opposite NUSS, and it's going to immediately announce that we're going to go to Ventus, even though we're going to COM2.
Next stop, Ventus, opposite Mountain 13.
Here we are at COM2, car park 13, and this is the very car park that's going to go. Unfortunately, the sign here is pretty small. If that was from the LTA, they'll put a big yellow sign saying car parks that have been closed with a countdown of like 1 day. More NUS ISBs parked for some reason. I wonder why. So they've already barricaded the middle lane. But there's still some buses parked there. They'll be gone eventually when the whole site is taken over. Yeah, people still there. I'm not so sure what they do, and they're gonna convert this to a roundabout. Bye. Alright. So we're at COM2 now. That's the very bus stop that's gonna go. It's gonna be demolished or perhaps abandoned because the car park there will become the NUS Executive Center. Same sign. The sign that you just saw at the car park entry gate, but now you can probably read this with better details. So it's kind of like sad that COM2 will be gone. I'm not so sure what this A2 is doing. I believe it's waiting for the timetable to pass before it's going to depart. So I'm just going to wander around COM2 for a while. Oh, the bus driver has to leave the bus for something. Okay, cool. Fire command center for the entire computing cluster. So let's just see what they have to offer. Not much. And this store is going to close. Just making sure COM2, the bus is not going to come. Yeah, I'm just going to see if the cool spot is still open. No, it's closed. It's already closed. So let me drink a bit of water first, yeah? Okay. As a bit of context, when They're going to rebuild the car park. They're going to demolish this. And everything will become a two-way street instead. Which is why they paint a roundabout there. Someone seems to be riding through. I'm not so sure why. Yeah, they may have taken something from the bus. NUSS and the Shaw Foundation Alumni House. I believe that the Executive Center is just an extension of NUSS, which pretty much makes it a good place for me to do a staycation as an NUS alumni. Although NTU has a similar concept, but it's in one-off instead. Yeah, it's kind of like creepy as of now. So let's check my battery percentage. Okay, it's 2255. So in 5 minutes time, the last bus stop A1 will leave the Cambridge bus terminal, come to this bus stop and pick up its last of its A1 passengers. Not so sure if the lock up will happen at 12 minutes exactly. But if it does, then we're gonna see barriers like these put up at the car park here and here. So I'm just gonna give you a tour of the ISPs that's parked there. Apparently, according to the ISP man, COM2 is actually not supposed to park in this car park. But still, they close one eye and just close one eye and they still park their buses there. So yes, we have some zhongtongs and we have the first ISP, which is a BYD B12. Some of them thought previously that this is going to be the bus for all of NUS. Unfortunately, most buses are of this, the Zhongtong N12. Lucky for us, Chinese EVs are much better than when they did Chinese buses. So if you did RWS8, then you pretty much notice how loud the buses are and how close they are to being broken. I guess so. Oh, and I'm a bus fan. Ever since I went to NUS, I've got to admit, I have interest in the ISP. I've taken every service, A1, A2, E, D1, D2, K, and BTC. I've never taken L because I just don't bother about L, yeah? And I did try to take every single bus model. I've even managed to catch a Zhongtong coach. You want to drive the ISP? Okay lah, then you get contracted to ComfortDelGro lah, because apparently the only things NUS owns are 3 vans and a Toyota Hilux. The ISPs you see here belong to ComfortDelGro. How was the Zhongtong coach? I like it. I really wish I saw more Zhongtongs, although I really prefer the Yutongs because of how well built the Yutongs are compared to the Zhongtongs. Yeah, I'll just take a Yutong coach over any other brand. But for the city buses, I'm okay with all the brands, yeah. Yeah, NTU has coaches. I've seen a lot of the coaches in NTU. Like, I'm not so sure if this is the majority, but from one time been there, most of the ISPs I've seen are coaches. Last time, if I'm not wrong, Tong Ta, who ran the ISPs, oh, 2 coaches, never knew about that. Thanks for the fact, yeah. Last time, they did try to run hybrid city buses and coaches, which is just basically step entry city buses, which probably failed in being a coach. Yeah, I took one of them, and suffice to say, I don't like the NTU ISP. Given a choice, I'd rather take the Volvo B90Ls that come in NTU rather than the ISPs that the Tong Ta came. Later, NTU decided to award the contract, to convert their girl, and these are the buses you see, although they are of different design, obviously. BYD B12, yeah, I kind of like agree. Although the doors of the BYDs have legit working sensors. Which is why the drivers, when they drive the BYDs, they sometimes find themselves unable to close the doors. That's because when the bus is very fully packed, they block the sensor, the Ventura doors will not close. For the Zhongzhongs, I believe the sensors don't work. So if they want to close the door and be naughty, they just press the button, close the door, and binge someone in the process. Yay, I like. Thanks, yeah? I'm not so sure how the executive center will look like. But judging from their plans, it seems to be 8 floors. Now I really wish COM1, COM2, yeah. COM2 is going to be removed permanently. That's why I'm actually filming. Like right now, I'm making a live stream. I'm catching the last A1 ever to stop at this bus stop. Yeah. As anyways, 11 p.m. So the bus from Cambridge we've already started moving towards COM2. They will first stop at AS LT13, AS5, then here. But since there's really no one at AS5 and LT13, it's just gonna speed all the way here, pick up us, and it's gonna be a big bye-bye to COM2. How to go to COM next time without breaking a sweat. Alright, if you've attended my live stream, if you've watched my live stream from the start, you are going to have to transfer to D2 at some place to go to COM3. Or if you live in Utown, yeah, it's going to be the same way as how you get to COM3, which is still D1. So now instead of service A1, A2 being the gateway to School of Computing, go to COM3 bus stop. There's bus moves down there even at 3 a.m. Just curious, you are the ISP man, right? Yeah. I believe one of the people who watch this live stream is the ISP man. So to the ISP man, I thank you a lot, I guess. Which means from tomorrow onwards, Research Link is going to be pretty much like this, but all the buses are going to be parked perfectly in a straight line instead of what you see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. I actually know the ISP man physically. I've met him a few days ago when he was putting up the signs for the service diversion. Oh yeah, year 1 fresh in NUSS. Yeah, I guess the people at School of Computing is actually watching my film. Let's see the time now. The bus should be arriving any moment now. Oh, not from SOC. Oh yeah, sometimes I assume people, since I'm from the School of Computing, I'm a business analyst, I see a lot of them are from SOC. Oh, math major, like in SOC. Welcome this. Yeah, have fun hanging out in SOC. For me, I don't like SOC. It's like, on one hand, it's quite remote. On the other hand, I don't get to use a lot of their facilities. I just wait till I'm year 2, year 3, year 4, and then I'm going to probably do more fancy stuff. COM2 is a very nice place to study. So is COM4 as well. In fact, I tested the speakers at COM4. I like it. It could literally become the place to screen your FIFA World Cup. I tested the speakers before. Yeah. I also agree. Terrace food is pretty bad. I really wish the operator of the terrace replace the McDonald's. Then COM1, COM2, COM3, COM4 really gets very popular. Okay. I think one of the DOMs in NUS is spreading this video. So yeah, if any of you viewers are not familiar with what lighthouse is, lighthouse is actually a residence, or more specifically a house created from Prince George Park residences, because NUS found out that they want to have more types of housing models. Last time they were only halls, residential colleges, and student residences. And Prince George Park residences was very big. It's like 30 blocks. But now they decided to cut down that number by giving residences 1 to 3 to PGP residents, and 4 to 6 to something called houses. The house concept actually did start from Pioneer House. Last time it was called PGP House. I'm not so sure when it started. They found out that this house model was a viable thing, and so they extrapolated it to 2 other blocks. Lighthouse, Helix House. So yes, I got allocated into Lighthouse because I felt it's pretty laid back. That fits me the most, so yay, I belong there. Alright people, that's the moment of truth. That's the last ever A1 to stop at COM2. That's the real last one. Last A1, really. Afterwards, no more. After today, after this bus, no more A1. Stop here. I believe A2 is still doing their rounds. So for this bus stop, A2 is the last. Like real last. Hello. Last bus. I'm not so sure about the legality of that. Alright, the doors are closing. And we are off. So, bye-bye, COM2. I believe you previously lost them. So, yeah, it's really goodbye from the NUS community. It's gonna be loved, and now big changes are underway to this car park to become an extension of NUSS, which should be pretty exciting also. Yep, and we're off. Bye-bye car park 13. I really miss the direct bus service to COM2. Yeah, change is inevitable. Trust me. Yeah, I'm not so sure what I've seen NUS dioramas. They've decided to redevelop the science faculty. Instead of the 10 or so blocks you see now, they're going to consolidate some of them into a fewer higher rising blocks. NUSS, which is closed now because there's not much events going on, and the Shaw Foundation Alumni House. follow the bus back to its resting spot at COM3. I don't have a car, so I can't put my car. I don't have a car currently, so I can't follow the bus. And if I were to follow the bus totally, I'll be kicked out by the driver at Cambridge Terminal. So that's bad. Now our last bus is going to pass through this 2. So if in the event this 2 is gonna go, then this bus stop and this street will be affected. Which I'm not so sure how bad it will be.
Next stop, opposite Technology Center for Offshore and Marine, Singapore.
Check the bus? No. Don't dare check the bus. I only have a class 3A. I do not have a class 4. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. Apparently, this does not have a bus stop shelter like many other bus stops. And if you wonder why the bus stop at almost every single stop, apparently this is for timetable adherence. Because this is the last bus, and if it does not follow the schedule and it goes too fast, well, in the end, you arrive on schedule, and, well, you are gonna have to walk the rest out of the campus. If I had a class 4, would I check the bus? No, I would not dare to. And yes, will not allow me to do that. Unless ComfortDeco gives me permission, then yeah, I can probably take the bus and try to drive. So regarding having students drive the bus, I'm not so sure about the legality of that. Alright. So we are at PGP Terminal.
We are arriving Prince George's Park.
Bye bye. So, yes, people are still leaving the campus, and this is the last A1. So after this bus, if anyone wants to go to some halls, they will have to walk there on their own. Alright. That A1 is gone. Yes. That was the last ever A1 to stop at COM2. Last. Like really the last. I'm gonna go back to PGP foyer. And we'll end the live stream there. Yeah. No, I won't do a room tour. Yes, I post where I live in PGP, more specifically Lighthouse, but for this live stream, I'll just not do too much of it. Anyway, this live stream is all about COM2, nothing else. Oh yeah. 7 people, 5 people. COM3 depot. Not so sure about that. Yeah, but I may try considering that next time if any major changes happen to COM3 then. Close food court. Yeah, it's down the road from Lighthouse. I can see the COM3 entrance every time I take A1, A2, D1, D2, that kind of thing. So that's the end. I probably just marked history as one of the last few passengers to ever pass through COM2. All right. Goodbye.